Thank you very much, Kyoko-san, for doing the temple, to do the kansho. I'd like to welcome everyone to our monthly Shotsuki Hoyo service. It is the memorial service to honor those who have passed away in the month of April. On the first Sunday of each month, we observe the monthly memorial service, Shotsuki Hoyo, in honor of those members of our Buddhist community who have passed away during the respective month in which this service is being held. I will read the names of the loved ones who have passed away in the month of April, in whose memory this morning's service is being conducted. For those of you observing today's service in recognition of family members or friends who have passed away, please come forward as I read the name of your departed loved one to offer incense in their honor. But I'd also like to remind everyone to, take a special memory from anyone who has passed away. A special memory that brings a smile to your heart. Because I always think of my ba-chan, and I always think, that's my grandmother. And I always remember, the small things. And the small thing is that every time she knew I was coming over to her house, she'd make me pea rice, pea gohan. And I can always depend on it. I can always see her. It always would be there. So I'm sure there's a memory for all of you that you can treasure in your hearts. Okay? Now I will read the names of those who have passed away in the month of April. Amelia Vasquez Cole. Tomoyo Doi. Masao Fujikawa. Kenji Fujimoto. Suma Fukumoto. Ruth Gibbs. Tsune Goto. Yoshio Goto. Seiichi Hanashiro. Kazuaki Harabe. Yonekichi Hayama. Yuko Hida. Naokichi Hino. Michi Horowitz Nishimoto. Dr. Kazuo Ikeda. Kurakichi Inoue. Kohei Ishihara. Shizuko Ishita. Masu Iwata. Hinasaku Kawahara. Sumako Kawahara. Masami Kawamoto. Alice Kikawa. Mamoru Kimura. Aki Kiriyama. Sumie Kobayashi. Tomi Konishi. Tamino Kubo. Buichi Matsumura. Shigeru Mitsuoka. Kayo Muraki. Toraichi Muraki. Nami Nagata. Ito Nagatani. Micho Mitsuo Nakagawa. Yukiko Nakanishi. Sei Nakatani. Satoru Noda. Tadayuki Noda. Fuku Okazaki. Shohachi Okazaki. Saiichi Oki. Hizume Okida. Mitsuko Okuno. Fumio Omori. Tsuru Omura. Rikie Oshita. Shizue Otake. Hamako Otani. Asaichi Saeda. Gonzo Sakai. Shigeichi Sakiyabu. Some Sakamoto. Tsune Sakamoto, Tadao Sato, Rikue Sera, Kiyomi Tsunada, Masaichi Takagi, Katsuichi Takeda, Shie Tamura, Tazuno Tanaka, Yoshitaro Tanaka, Shigeyoshi Tanimoto, Naoichi Tam Tarumoto, Shiki Tsukida, Tadashi Tsukimoto, Takeo Babe Utsumi, Toshiko Uetanaka, Hisashi Wakasa, Mitsue Wakasa, Tome Watanabe, Nitaro Yamada, Yasuyoshi Yamaguchi, Tamigoro Yamamoto, Jane Yamanaka, George Yamane, Ishi Yamane, Tsune Yamane, Jun Yamasaki, Masuichi Yamasaki, Teruo Yamasaki, Ryuso Yamasaki, Satoko Yamasaki, Naoto Yamashita, Yoshino Yamashita, Kizo Yano, Hatsue Su Yoneda, and I'm sorry, but I'm wondering, did I miss Jane Yamanaka? Okay. I was thinking I did. Thank you so much for coming up and thinking about all those who have been so precious to us who have passed away. If everyone could rise for a short reflective reading. And this quote is from an exhibit I saw of Buddhist images. Where the gods are young, where one's heart never forgets to smile. For even when sadness seems to fill our hearts, a smile is eternity calling us. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Thank you. Thank you. If you could please be seated. We are so lucky to have Kyoko Okura Gibbs lead us in the sutra chanting, and we will be doing Sambutsuge, page 33, and you will enjoy her beautiful chanting. Thank you.
Yo
Thank you very much. That's Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu. If the Sangha could please rise for the Gatha and remain standing for a reflective reading. And today we will do the golden chain on page 8. The Gatha will be the texture of life on page 157 in your service book. If you can now turn to page 8 of your service book, The Golden Chain, and you will read along with me. I am a link in Amida's golden chain of love that stretches around the world. I will keep my link bright and strong. May I be kind and gentle to every living thing and protect all who are weaker than myself. May I think pure and beautiful thoughts, say pure and beautiful words, and do pure and beautiful deeds. May every link in Amida's golden chain of love be bright and strong, and may we all attain perfect peace. Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu. If you could please be seated, we have the privilege of hearing Reverend Gibbs on a recorded message with a wonderful Dharma message for this Shotsuki Memorial Service.
Good morning. Thank you for observing this service, for watching this recorded message. Whether you're at the temple with my friends or you're at home watching this service, thank you for watching this service, participating in the service, and for listening to this message. This will be played at our Shotsuki Hoyo service for the month of April 2025. I will leave it to the chairperson on grounds that day to thank the team members putting forth this service for us. I will just myself pause to thank Alan Gupto for the videography, since he and I are actually here right now. Our service is dedicated to those names which were read from our Shotsuki Hoyo list, the honorees for April Shotsuki Hoyo. It is important to remember those whose names we read. Those names included the name of my aunt, Ruth. Ruth Gibbs passed away 50 years ago, 1975, and I still miss her. She introduced my parents, so I wouldn't be here without Ruth. I'm very appreciative of Ruth Gibbs. It was in April that she passed, 1975. I'm sure that all of you miss someone who has passed, whether in the month of April or some other time, and please accept my sincere condolences. I'm sorry for your loss. I'm sorry for all of your losses. I'm sorry that we have losses. We lose family in this life. We have friends who pass before us, but we still have others we love who are still with us. And we have our connection with, our commitment to those family and friends, both those who have passed on and those who are still living. That connection and the commitment are real. Naturally, we must focus on those who are living. But we just don't give up on those who've passed on. In April or any other month, we don't just give up on them. Of course, our focus is on those who are still living, and I will look after my wife and my boys while I can still be with them. I will do my best to support my family and assist my friends when they need it. Throughout this life, I will assist my living family and my living friends as best I can. But I don't just write off my deceased parents or my late Aunt Ruth, who introduced them, or my deceased first wife, Jan Elizabeth. My intention is that after attaining the discernment of a Buddha, I will assist them. I will find them. I will find them in this multiverse, in whatever states they may be in, and I will assist them as needed. My friends and family who've passed before me. You've heard me say this sort of thing before. We form the intention of helping our deceased loved ones in their new lives when we have been empowered to do so by awakening in Amida's pure realm. When I awaken thoroughly in Amida's pure realm, I will have the ability, the empowerment to actually help my deceased mother and father. We can't say yet just exactly how that works. but it works. The background assumption here needs to be that we are living in some kind of a multiverse. And that idea has been floating around for some time. The term multiverse was actually coined by William James in 1895, but the concept can be found in Anaxagoras, who was a younger contemporary of the Buddha. I think the Buddha was about 60 in India when Anaxagoras was born in Turkey. He later moved to Athens where he did his work. But he saw this as a multiverse. The concept of a multiverse comes through the lineage of Shakyamuni Buddha as well, where it is called, the Japanese pronunciation of the Chinese canon, Sanzen Daisen Sekai. The Sanzen Daisen Sekai. But they translate that as trichiliocosm, which is not my favorite word, but you'll see that translation, trichiliocosm. This means that there are multiple worlds, both simultaneous with ours and subsequent to ours. Successive and simultaneous worlds. Various, with our concurrent world. They are existent. This world, this part of this world that we're living in right now is filled with goodness and ugliness, with beauty and harshness, joy and suffering. We living beings naturally want to decrease the suffering and increase the pleasure and happiness. We want fewer tedious slogs and more exhilarating adventures. Fewer tedious slogs, more exhilarating adventures. We will have those exhilarating adventures. Part of the adventure will be helping those we love move into the more rewarding areas of the multiverse, the trichiliocosm, the Sanzen Daisen Sekai. We'd like to help everyone we care about right now. And we should provide meals for the displaced. That's actually happening here today. We should provide cleaning supplies for those reestablishing their households after those fires. We should provide words of encouragement for our friends and family struggling with us in this sector of the multiverse. We should do these things. We will and are doing these things. Help provide food and supplies. Help provide encouraging words. But what of our loved ones who have predeceased us? Can we, shall we, when and how shall we assist them? On that question, please allow me to read Shinran Shonin's comments as reported in Article 5 of the Tanisho. He tells us he'd never said the Nembutsu to help his family and friends. That's very common in East Asia. People would sit in front of the Butsudan, Namandabu, 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 Budamanda, Namandabu, 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 Budamanda, sending as much positive karma as they can. But Shinran tells us this is not the approach in Jodo Shinshu, in this stream of Pure Land tradition. So reading from the text, Shinran's Tanisho, Article 5. I have never said the name, even once, for the repose of my departed father and mother. For all beings have been my parents, my brothers and sisters, in the course of countless lives in the many forms of existence. Upon attaining Buddhahood in the next life, I must save every one of them. Were saying the Nembutsu indeed a good act in which a person strove through their own powers, then he or she might direct the merit thus gained towards saving their mother or father. But this is not the case. If we simply abandon such self-power and quickly attain enlightenment in the Pure Land, we will be able to save all beings with transcendent powers and compassionate means, whatever karmic suffering they may be sinking into in the many realms of existence. We will begin with those with whom we are deeply connected. Thus were his words. To find and help my deceased parents, my deceased first wife, my old friend Mike Lowe, I would need transcendent powers, powers I don't have right now, discernment, knowledge, and insight I don't have right now, and compassionate means. I'd need technologies I don't have yet. I don't have the powers or the means, even of finding my deceased parents, let alone all sentient beings. I don't have the power to find my late deceased first wife, Jan Elizabeth, or my old friend Mike Lowe, who died of Agent Orange exposure in Vietnam, from Vietnam. But I must rescue them from any dangerous situations they may have been in. And I want to save all living beings. I want to save all living beings. I must save my parents and my close friends. I must save them from suffering, confusion, sadness. Placing our hopes on our future abilities as Buddhas may seem like living on a prayer, but it's really living in accord with a vow, with the Buddha's vow of universal liberation. We accord with that vow. We live in light of the promise. We let the promise transform us. In the future, as awoken Buddhas, as awoken to Buddhahood through the auspices of Amita's pure realm, I will have the right stuff. In the future, I will have the right stuff. And the right stuff for helping others is transcendent powers and compassionate means, known to and available to enlightened persons. That might sound like magical thinking, but allow me to quote an expert in such matters, Dr. Stephen Strange. Dr. Strange tells us that what we call magic is science that hasn't been discovered yet. Well, I don't know about all kinds of magic, but that is exactly what transcendent powers and compassionate means are. It's some ways of behaving that we don't know yet, some structures in reality that can be manipulated in ways we haven't figured out yet. We will one day. You will, I will, come to understand the scientific principles and the practical means we need to free those we love, to find them, to find their several selves in this vast multiverse, this Sanzen Daisen Sekai, and in their various situations, we will know how to make it right. From the perspective of living beings, the multiverse is a little bit out of sync. Too much suffering, not enough joy. Not enough pleasure, too much sadness. There is a need for recovery. Things need to be made right. We will rescue those who need rescuing and make it right. Make right those situations that are not right. We will, in the future, have the vision and the understanding we will need to bring renewal to all living things. We will bring renewal to all living things. All the dimensions of this Sanzen Daisen Sekai, this vast multiverse, throughout this vast multiverse, we will one day bring light and goodness to all living things. Right now, we will make small efforts to help those nearby when we can. It's not enough to give people cleaning supplies and bottled water. It's not enough if that's all we're ever going to do. But we will one day make it right. We will liberate the oppressed, feed the hungry, all of them, house the unhoused. We are committed to helping all living beings avoid suffering, find refuge, and to come to fulfillment. Living in the light of the Buddha's vow to liberate all, we will make small gestures now at helping others. Small gestures at helping others for the time being. We will make great strides in assisting those we care for in the future, being genuinely committed to making it right for everyone one day. We can be at peace doing just a bit for others just now. Just now, we can do just a bit for others, and we can be at peace with that if we are truly and deeply committed to liberating all beings in the long run. We just have to be sure to do that little bit for others as we can, as best we can, even now. With this in mind, please join me in Gasho in closing the Dharma message portion of this service. We rely upon the source of limitless wisdom and endless life. Namo Amida Butsu, 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 Namo Amida Butsu.
Thank you very much, Sensei. Out in San Fernando Valley, that's where he is giving a Dharma message over there as well. I'd like the Sangha to rise for the closing meditation. But I'd also like to thank all the people who made this service possible. Okay? First, our wonderful person who did both the kansho and the chanting, Kyoko Okura Gibbs, and also did the flowers and the cleaning of our temple. Kathy Kumagai for being our organist, and Alan Goto and Kathy Kumagai for doing the live streaming of this service. Okay. So I'm going to read one funny quote from Ted Lasso and one a little bit more serious. So I'll start with the more serious one. It's funny to think about things in your life that can make you cry just knowing that they existed, can then become the same things that make you cry knowing that they're gone. And for all of us who dwell on our mistakes and can't seem to let it go, you know what the happiest animal on earth is? It's a goldfish. You know why? It's got a 10-second memory. Be a goldfish and smile as you leave the temple. Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu. If you could please be seated, we have some announcements. And I understand from Jeannie that please come over to the classroom because we are going to have some tea and cake. All right. Anybody else?
Good morning, and thank you for coming. It's nice to see so many people today. April is going to be a very busy month. Next weekend, on the 13th, there's going to be a workshop that's for free at the West LA Buddhist Temple, and it's going to be about media and movie making, and it's for all ages. And the 13th is also the Hanamatsuri Fair Festival at Orange County, and I guess it's like a carnival? It sounds like they have an awful lot of things going on. But it's in the e-blast, so if you are interested, the information is there. If you would like to get our e-blast or Hikari, which will come out in May, please fill out one of these cards and leave it in the back, and then we'll make sure we add you to our mailing list. But the 20th is the biggie for us in Pasadena. We are having our Hanamatsuri service, so please come. We will have a very special altar that has the Hanamido, and so please come. The 20th, put it on your calendar. It's our special Hanamatsuri festival. And stay for coffee or tea afterwards. We have refreshments.
Yeah. Thank you, Jeannie, for arranging that. I think it's a wonderful way kind of to end this service. So I hope you can join us there in the classrooms. And also, if you just want to sit outside, it's a beautiful day out in our, where our garden is, out in back. Please do so. Again, thank you very much for attending the service. If you haven't had a chance to offer incense yet, please do so. Or if you want to offer it again, please do so as well. But again, thank you for coming to honor all those who have passed away in this month during our memorial and Shotsuki service. Again, thank you again for coming. Bye-bye.